How many minutes is 3/5 of an hour? How many hours is 3.5 days? Let's talk about dealing with fractions when it comes to units of time in this video today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, we're going to solve some math problems na may fractions, units of time, at iba pa. But before we do that, just a quick little plug. If you want to help support this channel or cause democratize education in the Philippines, one way that you can do that is through getting the reviewers or joining the online review events. If you're interested, if you're taking a test sometime soon, go ahead and reach out to us sa www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa. Send a message sa ating Facebook page para ma-assist namin kayo sa anong klaseng package or anong klaseng reviewers ang perfect fit for the exam you're taking. Alright? And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to jump into yung lecture natin ngayon. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so ito yung discussion natin on dealing with fractions kapag ang pinag-uusapan ay units of time. Alright? Now, we do have a separate video on conversion ng units of time, hours to minutes to seconds, etc. So, yung pinaka-core concept nito, doon natin makikita. Pero I'm going to teach you how to deal with this, lalo na kung mag-exam kayo. And I'm going to show you a number of ways na pwedeng maging mas mabilis kesa dun sa traditional method. Alright? Now, if you haven't seen that first video yet, nakalink na lang din siya sa taas. Okay? Alright, now quick recap lang tayo sa units of time. Pagdating sa seconds, ang isang second ay equal sa 1,000 milliseconds. Para madaling tandaan, yung prefix na milli, di ba? Millennial, millennium, million. Kasi ang million is 1,000 thousands, no? Kasi ang milli is 1,000. Okay? Para a bit of a mnemonic device lang tayo dyan. Now, yung minutes naman, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Wala tayong problema dyan. Very common naman ito. Pagdating sa hours, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Ang days, 1 day, 24 hours. Walang nagtatalo-talo dyan. So weeks, 1 week is equal to 7 days. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Pagdating sa months, kapag hindi specify sa problem, ang 1 month ay 4 weeks. Now, we understand that some of the months, mahigit sa 4 weeks. Kasi ang 4 weeks, di ba, 7, 14, 21, 28 days lang yan. 4 na 7. Pero yung ibang mga buwan, may 30 days, may 31 days. Pero pagdating sa word problems in particular, kapag hindi specify yung dates, as in hindi sinabi na, okay, January, February, ito, March to, ang 1 month is equivalent sa 4 weeks. Okay? Kaya may asterisk dyan. Pagdating sa years, parang ganito rin kasi again, may mga butal naman yan. Pag 1 year, equal siya sa 12 months, which is also equal to 52 weeks. Roughly ito kasi again, may mga sobra yan. At kung days naman, 365 days. Now, technically, 365 and 1/4 days, di ba? Kasi kaya nga may leap year or may extrang isang araw na February 29, sa bawat 4 na taon is nabubuo yung tigwa 1/4 na day na yan every year. Pero pagdating sa, again, word problems na pinag-uusapan natin, unless otherwise specified dun sa problem, we stick to the numbers na 12 months, 52 weeks, tapos 365 days. Now, sa decades, madali naman ito, fixed din yan. 1 decade is equal to 10 years. Na meron din tayong century, 100 years. Millennium, 1,000 years. Meron tayong score, which is 20 years. Napag-usapan natin yan sa original na video. Okay? Now, dito na tayo sa kung paano natin i-convert siya. Lalo na kung merong fractions dun sa given. Sabi dito, you have 2 and a quarter hours or 2 and 1/4 hours, 2 minutes. Now, using yung formula or yung ginagawa natin sa converting units, ganito yung ating solution. Kadalasan pagdating sa schools, ito rin yung tinuturo sa atin. You have your original na given a time, which is 2 and 1/4 hours. I-multiply mo siya to yung equivalent. Okay. Now, aling mga terms ang gagamitin ko dyan? Anong mga units of time? Ilalagay mo sa ilalim yung gusto mong makancel. Ibig sabihin, yung original na hours, para makancel siya, kung siya ay nasa taas, ilalagay ko siya sa ilalim. Okay? Bakit ganon? Kasi para pag nag-cancel tayo ng units mamaya, matatanggal siya. At ang matitira ay yung minutes. So, yung final answer mo, magiging in minutes. Okay, that's the easiest way to remember kung saan mo ilalagay ang alin. Okay? Now, dahil merong 60 minutes sa isang hour, nalagyan natin 60 minutes sa taas. Tapos, dahil imumultiply mo siya, gagawin natin ngayon is 2 1/4 times 60. Okay? Now, you can either solve it by converting this into an improper fraction. We talked about this din before, kung paano mag-convert or mag-transform, no? So, pwede natin siyang ikutin like that. 2 times 4 is 8, tapos ipa-plus natin yung nasa taas. So, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, which is going to give us 9 over 4. Kokopyahin mo lang yung nasa ilalim. So, ang 2 1/4 hours ay 9 over 4 hours din. Pareho lang yan. Imumultiply ngayon natin siya sa 60. Okay? Now, when you're multiplying fractions, ang gagawin lang natin is ilatapat-tapat lang natin siya. Now, ang 60 ay pareho lang sa 60 over 1. No? It's the same. So, we can just go and multiply this. Kung gusto mo mag-multiply using cancellation, pwede natin gawin yun kasi yung 4 at 60, hindi pa siya, pwede pa natin siyang bawasan. 4 divided by 4 kasi is 1. No? So, magiging 1 na lang ito. Ang 60 divided by 4, pwede rin siya without any remainder. That is going to give us 15. So, instead of, alam mo yon, na imumultiply mo yung 9 and 60, tapos i-divide mo pa sila lahat sa 4, ika-cancel na lang natin para mas maliit na yung numbers that we're dealing with. We're just going to multiply 9 and 15. Now, ang 9 times 15, pwede mong gawing 15 times 10, which is 150. Tapos babawasan ko siya ng isang 15 kasi times 9 lang. So, that is going to give me 135. Or, I can also do 9 times 10 muna, which is 90, plus 9 times 5, which is 45. It's still going to be 135. So, ibig sabihin nun, using that, you have 135 minutes. Now, paano kung nagmamadali ako? Tapos gusto ko gumamit ng mental math kasi exam ito, multiple choice na exam. Now, what I would suggest would be yung parang yung technique natin sa adding and subtracting fractions din or even sa multiplying fractions, isi-split natin siya. Ibig sabihin, ang goal kasi natin, di ba, maging minutes yung 2 1/4 hours. So, dahil madali lang yung 2 times 60, ito times 60 ko na agad. So, that 2 times 60 is 120. Iaabang ko siya dyan. Tapos, ang kailangan ko na lang intindihin ay yung 1/4. Now, ano ang 1/4 ng 60? No? So, this is just 60 divided by 4, which is 15. Diba? So, 1/4 of 60 or 1/4 times 60 is 15. Idadagdag ko lang siya dito. Now, makikita ninyo, ang 120 plus 15 ay still pareho naman sa 135. So, pareho rin yung makukuha mong sagot. Okay? So, again, you can either use this as in improper fraction, tapos ganon. Pwede mo rin siyang gawing decimal. No? Ibig sabihin, gagawin kong 2.25 times 60. And you're still going to arrive dun sa answer na 135 minutes. So, 3 options yan. Either you do this, improper fraction, you do yung decimal, gawin mo siyang decimal muna, or gawin mo yung ganito, yung ginagawa ko, which is splitting it para mas madali ko siyang ma-handle. What if you have this? So, 5/7 of a year, i-convert mo daw siya to months, weeks, and days. Okay? So, you have 5/7 ng year, tapos dahil sa isang year, meron kang 12 months, para again, makancel natin itong unit na to at matira yung months. Pwede natin gawin yan. This is a good start for this. So, again, 5/7 times 12. Na kung isosolve ko yon 5/7 times 12, this is going to give me 60, kasi 5 times 12 is 60 over 7. Now, kung gagawin ko siyang mixed number, 7 times 8 is 56. So, you have 8. Tapos, yung 56, ibabawas ko ngayon sa 60, meron akong remainder na 4/7. Na kung naguguluhan kayo dun sa converting ng improper fraction to mixed number, ililink ko na lang din sa taas yung lesson about dyan ha, kasi hindi na natin mapagkakasya dito sa lesson na himayin pa lahat ng steps. Panoorin nyo na lang yun, nasa description box din sa baba if you're watching on YouTube. So you have 8 and 4/7 months. Okay? Now, kung gusto niya specific, as in, yung 4/7 gagawin pa nating weeks, tapos gagawin pa nating days, what can we do? Now, alam na natin meron kang 8 months. Ang gagawin natin next is yung 4/7, itatabi ko muna. So here you have 8 months, abang to. Tapos yung 4 over 7, tatanungin natin, ano siya in weeks? Now, yung 4 over 7 na yan, that is 4 over 7 ng isang month. Right? So, I will do the same thing again. Pero this time, ang ika-cancel ko naman ay yung month. Now, ang 1 month is equivalent to 4 weeks. So, para ma-cancel ko ito, i-multiply ko ngayon yung 4 over 7 sa 4. This is going to give me 4 times 4 is 16 over 7 weeks. No? So, ilan yan? 7 times 2 is 14. So, you have 2. Tapos, 16 minus 14 is 2 over 7 weeks. Now, we're going to do the same. Isa-separate ko yung 2 over 7 weeks muna. Ilalagay ko na siya dito. So, 8 months, 2 weeks. Ngayon, ilang days yung 2 over 7? Okay? Ng weeks. Now, ang gagawin na natin next, again, we're left with this. Sulat ko lang dito sa gilid, 2 over 7 of a week. Tapos, again, para lang makita nyo visually yung ginagawa natin, i-multiply natin, ang isang week ay merong 7 days. Right? So, again, makakancel yung unit natin na week. We will be left with days. Pero ilan? 2 over 7 times 7. Again, multiplying by cancellation, pwede natin i-cancel ito. Magiging 1 na lang sila kasi pareho naman silang divisible sa 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So now you have 2 times 1 or 2 days. Or actually, kita na kanina. No? Kasi kung 2 over 7 of a week, ang week nga 7 days, 2 days yon. So ibig sabihin nun, ang 5 over 7 of a year is 8 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. That's how exact you could be. Now, kung gagamitan ninyo ito ng calculator, pwede nyo rin 5 divided by 7. You will be left with a decimal. I-multiply mo siya sa 12. No? So again, you can work around this. This is just kind of my approach if I'm going to take a test. Tapos hinahanap ito sa options. Okay? Now, the next question would be, paano kung mas maliit yung original na unit, tapos ang kukunin mo ay mas malaking unit? Sa case nito, yung 260 minutes daw, ilang hours yon. Now again, following yung ating ginagawa sa conversion ng units, we can also do it like this. So, kung minutes yung original, ilalagay natin yung minutes sa ilalim. Makakancel yung unit, right? Pero if you notice, kasi 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, yung 60 nasa ilalim na. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun, kung isosolve natin para makita natin yung kung ilang hours, ang gagawin natin is 260 tapos, times 1 over 60 or 260 divided by, kasi pareho lang yan, or 260 divided by 60. Okay? Kasi 260 over 60 na siya. So, i-divide natin siya ngayon. Now, 260 divided by 60, ang lalabas dyan, una would be 4. 6, 12, 18, 24 kasi. Ibig sabihin, 4 times 60 is 240 minutes. May remainder pa ako na 20. No? May natitirang 20 minutes. Now, anong gagawin ko dito? Alam ko na agad yung whole number is 4 hours. Pero meron akong natitirang 20. Now, ano tong 20 na to? Kung gusto ko siya isulat as hours, ang gagawin ko sa kanya is 20 over 60. Ito yun eh. Kasi nga, di ba, ganyan din tayo when we're dealing with remainders. So, 4 hours plus 20 over 60 hours. Na kung gusto ko siyang isulat ng mas maayos, ilo-lowest terms ko lang ito. So, ang 20 over 60, okay, divisible naman sila pareho sa 20, right? Para mabilis or agaran nating makuha yung sagot. This is 1 over 3. So, yung remainder na yan, na 1 over 3 hours, lalagay ko lang din dito. So, the answer is 4 and 1/3 hours. Okay? Now, another thing that you could do para mas kumbaga visual yung dating would be, kukunin lang natin yung 260, babawasan natin ng tigsi 60, di ba? So, ilang 60 ang kasya dyan? 60, 120, 180, 240. Okay? This is going to be 4 hours. Tapos, ang matitira, 20 minutes over 60 minutes, which is equivalent sa isang hour. Tapos again, i-convert ko lang siya, lalabas din yung 1/3. Alright? Or, pwede ko to isolve ng tuloy-tuloy. Ang problema dyan, magiging 4.3 yan na tuloy-tuloy. As in, repeating number yan. Tapos yun yung pwede kong maging sagot. 4.33 hours. No? Na kung familiar ako with converting yung mga decimals, di ba, or transforming decimals into fractions, alam ko naman na 1/3 din yan. So again, you have a number of options dito. Na kung hindi kayo familiar sa kung paano gawing fraction, yung repeating decimal, meron din tayong video niyan, ililink ko rin sa taas para mahabol ninyo yung lesson na yon. Okay? Now let's try another one. Now we see this 1,000 days down to years. Now again, we're going to do the same thing. So 1,000 days, 1 year is equivalent sa 365 days. Again, lalagay ko siya sa ilalim para we'll be left with the unit na years. Okay? So, this will be 1,000 times 1 over 365 or 1,000 divided by 365. Okay? So, ilan ang kasya dyan? Now, hindi kasya yung tatlo. No? Alanganin siya. So, ibig sabihin kasya yung dalawa. So, 2 times 365, that is 600 plus 60 times 2, 720 plus 10, 730. Okay, ma-minus lang natin siya dyan. This is 70. Tapos, this is going to be 9 kasi. So, this is 2. So, 270. So, now you have 2 years. Buo na yung 2 years. Pero meron kang remainder na 270 over 365. Now, again, para maikabit natin siya doon, check muna natin kung naka-lowest terms na siya. Pwede pa siya pareho sa 5. No? So, this will be 54 over 365 divided by 5. That is going to give us 73. Now, we have 54 over 73. Now, giveaway dito kasi 73 is a prime number. So, ibig sabihin nun, kokopyahin na lang natin siya. You have 2 and 54 over 73 years. Okay? Now, kung decimal yung hinahanap, or yun yung nasa options, ang gagawin mo lang, i-divide mo rin siya. So, again, no, 1,000 divided by 365, you're going to be left with 2.74. Kung i-estimate natin to the hundredths na decimal place yan. So, 2.74 years. Okay? So, again, it's all about knowing kung ano yung equivalent nitong mga common na units of time na yan. Tapos, i-multiply or i-divide mo lang siya. Depende sa kung ano yung pagkakalatag natin dito. Okay? Now, the real test is when you're answering na rin. So, dito sa ating quick quiz, I'm going to challenge you with 3 questions. Tapos, isa-solve natin siya together. At isa-solve natin, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano makuha yung sagot at kung paano ko siya gagawin kung nasa exam ako na may time limit. Alright? If you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. All right, let's see how you did. Now, I'm not going to solve this the traditional way. I'm going to show you how I would solve it kung nagmamadali ako. Okay? Para hopefully may mapulot kayo, tapos kung magpa-practice kayo ng maigi, baka magamit ninyo sa exam, mas bumilis din kayo. Let's start with this. You have 2 and 3/5 of an hour, 2 seconds. Ako, ang ginagawa ko agad, 2, itabi na agad natin siya. So, 120 minutes na agad yan. Tapos you have 3 over 5 of an hour times 60 lang. Kasi 60 minutes, 1 hour. Okay? So, diretso lang natin to. Again, kung gusto ko mag-cancel, pwede rin. Kasi pareho silang divisible sa 5. This will be 1. This will be 12. 60 divided by 5 kasi is 12. 3 times 12 is 36. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, 36 plus 120 minutes na nakaabang na kanina. This is 156 minutes. Ngayon, hindi pa tayo tapos kasi ngayon nahanap seconds. Now, alam ko, sa bawat isang minuto may 60 seconds. So, ang gagawin ko na lang, 156 times 60. Okay? Now, most people solve it like this. Ako, tinatabi ko na yung 0 sa dulo. Agad. Tapos, I just go like this. Okay? 6 times 6 is 36. 3. This is going to be 33 9. Okay, so 9,360 seconds ang aking answer. Yan. I hope nakuha nyo rin yung sagot. Dito tayo sa next na question. You have 24 days, 2 weeks. Again, pwede ninyong i-divide by 7. No? Sa akin lang, I go with agad yung whole number. So, 7, 14, 21. You have 3 days. Tapos meron kang, kasi minus 21 ito, you have 3 days left. So, 3 and 3 over 7 weeks. Yan. Ganun ko lang siya sinosolve. Dito naman tayo sa 1.15 decade to months, no? So, dahil ang decade ay years, 10 years yan, isang decade, 10 years, ang gagawin ko lang is to move the decimal place by 1 spot to the right. Kasi, kung 1.15 decade, ibig sabihin that is 11.5 years. Okay? Tapos, bawat isang year, 12 months. So, i-multiply ko lang ito sa 12. Okay? Now, we do have a video on multiplying decimals. So, ilalagay ko lang siya, ilink ko rin siya sa taas if you want to revisit that. Another thing I do is this. I just go like this. No? So, kalahati ng 12 is 6. Kasi 0.5 is kalahati. So, itatabi ko na yung 6. Now, I'm just left with 11 times 12. Meron tayong tricks sa multiplying ng numbers by 11, which is ilalagay lang natin yung dalawang digits sa gilid. So, 1 and 2. Tapos, yung sum nila. So, 1 plus 2 is 3. That is 132. Yan na yon, yung 11 times 12. Idadagdag ko lang yung 6. This is going to give me 138 months. Okay? Now, again, you can solve it the traditional way by setting it like this, no? So 1.15 decade, tapos multiply natin sa 1 decade is 10 years. Pwede yan. Tapos i-multiply mo pa uli sa 1 year, 12 months. But if you notice, it's basically the same nung ginawa natin. 1.15 times 10 times 12. So again, the answer will still be 138 months. Okay, now I hope you got all of these correctly. If you didn't, that's okay. I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account then. So if you don't follow me yet, you can follow me at Lyqa on Instagram for the new quick quiz questions that I post sa aking Instagram stories. Pwede nyo malaman right away kung tama kayo by answering those quick quizzes. And you can also follow at Team Lyqa on Instagram for the older quick quiz questions, important announcements, at iba pa. Okay? If you want to go and visit our TikTok accounts, we have 2 at Team Lyqa for the educational content, math, science videos, mga quick quizzes din na iba pa doon sa mga pinopost ko, explainers at marami pang techniques. And at Lyqa naman if you want to get to know me a little bit better, yung aking opinions, motivational videos, tips, advice, at marami pang iba. I'll see you online.
Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends. Ano kung mag-exam din sila para mas marami tayong matutulungan. And as always, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell icon. We have more videos coming up. If you want to check out our merch shop, you can go to www.shop.teamlyqa.com to see mga designs that I made for this team, especially for the holiday season. You may want to give them out as gifts. So again, thank you sa inyong lahat. And as we always say sa channel na to, never stop learning. Adja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.